Welcome to a Powermail 2 introduction, and I will show you some new features from the new Powermail extension. So let's start with the backend. As you see, we are in the page module, and we have here the page text, and you can see some content elements. This is a text with image and login and so on. What's new is when we go to the page Powermail, you can see the Powermail plugin, and this table is a new feature. We adapted it from the amazing news extension from Georg Ringer. Thanks for that hint. If you use Powermail on or use more than only one Powermail on your content management system, maybe 100 or more, it's maybe helpful if you can see the main settings, the flex form settings within the plugin, even before you click edit. So let's click edit. Now we're interested in the tab plugin, and you will see 4 new plugins: main settings, receiver, sender, submit page. The tabs are nearly the same as you may know before. When we open the main setting, you can choose a Powermail form. So with this, you know you have to store your Powermail form on maybe a sys folder or anywhere in your page tree, and you can grab it here and say, I want to have this form at the front end. This gives us the possibility to store one form on one page, and maybe to show it 100 times in the front end. Do you want a confirmation page? This checkbox allows you the confirmation page. Are your values correct or not? This is new, the next checkbox, mail must be confirmed. This is a feature from Powermail opt-in, a double opt-in feature. The user have to confirm his email address. The more step form can be activated with this checkbox, and here you can say where to store the Powermail in the backend. The tab receiver starts with the receiver name. Here you can see a static part, my name, and the second is a little bit curious if you don't know Fluid. Maybe you know Fluid. When you know Fluid, you see this is a dynamic part. This is coming from TypoScript lib.test, but it's up on you what kind of values do you want to have in the receiver name. The next field is the receiver's email. You can add one or more emails to which address the mail should be sent. Alternatively, you can choose a front-end user group and say, please send the front-end user group to this group, the mail to the front-end user group. The next thing is the subject to the receiver. This is a static part. This is a dynamic part, and in this case, forename means first name. So here I want to see that I have the value from the field first name. I will show it to you later where you can find this part. And this part is coming from the TypoScript, just for showing you, just for giving you a hint how to can handle this. And the last part is the rich text editor, the specific editor, and you can say, give me all the stuff that the user has entered before. This is the markup Powermail _all. The tab sender is nearly the same like the tab receiver. You have the sender name, the sender email address, the sender subject, and the RT field. And the last tab is the submit page. It's also nearly the same like in the old version of Powermail. You have the RTE for the submit text, and you can also choose, I don't want to show this text, I want to redirect to a mail address or to an external URL or internal URL or something. You can use this redirect input field. So let's have a look into the place where the form is stored. So I will switch to the list view, and the sysfolder form contains my forms. Let's open the form 1. As you can see, the form 1 is the main field for the form is the title. In addition, you can choose CSS layout for the front end. And this form contains one or more pages. This is what we call form field sets. And in this case, I will open page 1. Or not. So now it's open the page 1. It starts with the title field. In addition, you can say, let's choose the CSS layout 2 maybe. And here you see all the fields for the page 1. And as you may know from the former version, you can see input fields, select box, checkbox, and so on. Let's open the first input field, first name. Let's start with the top general. The first field is the label field, first name. I can choose the type of the field. This is nearly the same as you may know before. Location is new. Maybe I show it to you later. What's new are these both checkboxes to the field. And here you have to say this field contains a part of the name of the sender, or this field contains the email address of the sender. This is important because we want to send an email to the admin or so, and the sender name and sender email address must be defined by the Powermail program, and so we have to say, yeah, this is a part of it for my first name. The tab extended shows us some additional settings. We can have the validation part. Let's say this field is mandatory on the front end, or maybe this field contains an email, and this will check if the user values are an email with JavaScript and in addition with PHP. We can pre-fill this field with a static value or with a dynamic value from the logged in front-end user. We can say this input field gets a CSS layout, and we can say what kind of variable is the right variable for this value, because when the user, yes, here you can see it, when the user sends us or submits us his value, and we want to say want to have this field, as you may know, as marker before UID 123, and we can use this marker and say and push it manually in the email to the sender and anywhere. And now we changed it to the variable, and in addition you can choose your own variable name if you are not satisfied with this value. Okay, so let's have a look into at the place where the mails are stored. Oh no, let's have a look into the front end. As you can see, this is the Powermail that I created in my form 1. We have input fields, text area, select box, some checkboxes, radio buttons, calculating capture field. This part comes from the TYPO script. And this is a location field that stores my current location. And let's fill out some values. 6 minus 3 is 3, I think. Okay, let's go for it. Now we'll see the confirmation page. Are my values correct? Yes, they are correct. Proceed, please. And now I see the submitted values. And in addition, there is some dynamic stuff from the TYPO script. Okay, that is the part of the front end. Now let's have a look into the mail. Okay, let's open the mail. I'm the admin, so I receive the mail that I sent now with all the values that are coming from the form, and in addition some marketing information that is new, start from the Powermail 2. We can see here the search term from the search engine. This means if the user comes from a search engine and maybe uses a search term to go to your website, you will see the search term. Even if the user changes from the start page to the second page and then to the page where your Powermail form is. You can also see the last visited page, external page. You can see if the user comes from Google AdWords, so if it's a paid search term, so to say. And you can see the website language, the browser language, and you can see the website movement, the funnel where the user comes from. In this case, I directly enter the page Powermail, then I change it, I go to the page text, and then I come back to the Powermail page again and stored or submitted my values. Okay, let's have a look into the part or the place where the mails are stored. You can open the list module and the place where your mails are stored. In this case, this is folder mails, and you will see all the mails that are coming in. Or you can use the Powermail backend module to have a look into the mails. The module starts with a gray box on the top. This box is for filtering and export. So we start with 200 mails, and I can use the full text filter. Maybe let's search for, I don't know, for this search term, and I will see just 9 mails. I can order the mails by clicking on the title of the table. I can use the extended search. I can filter. Let's give me the mails from this date to this date only. Sender name, sender email, a subject or a part of the subject. I want to have only the mails that are activated or not activated. I can search in some special fields. These are the fields that the form contains: first name, last name, and so on. And if I'm ready with filtering my values, I can click on the Excel or the CSV icon to get an export from this. Let's check if this works. Oh. Okay, seems to work. Now my Excel is has opened, and I see all the field values that are coming from the form. But maybe this is not enough. Maybe you want to set your own Excel export, or so. You can use extended export settings, and you may say, let's start with the date, and then I want to have the IP address of the sender, and then I'm only interested in first name, last name. Don't want the last. Maybe should start with last name and something else. The page funnel, maybe. I'm interested in the page funnel. And now you're ready, and say an Excel or CSV export again, and you will see your file with the values that you are configured. Start with the date, IP address, page funnel, last name, first name. Okay, let's have a look into the other features of the new backend module. Let's go to reporting. The reporting is split in two different parts: the form reporting and the marketing reporting. Let's start with form reporting. The form reporting gives you a small possibility to compare values. This may make maybe no sense for fields, input fields like first name and last name, but if you want to compare maybe a select box or a radio button values to each other, then you can use this small reporting part. Maybe you're interested in if your user selected a red product or blue product or green product. You can see it here. The module also starts with the filter part, so if you're not interested in filter and have the report over all the mails that are stored on the page that you've chosen, you can filter it. Yeah. Let's have a look into the second part of the reporting, the marketing reporting. The marketing reporting is nearly the same that the single email that we shown before. You can see group values for the search term, the last external page, paid search results, website language, browser language, and again page funnel. In this case, you can see all my test values that are coming from the testing. You know, when I'm clicking Control and F5 again and again and test and check, and you will see such values. In real life, you would see values like this, I think. Okay, the last part of the new backend module is the function check. The function check gives the administrator a small overview if all works fine. It starts with TypoScript, static template is there, sessions are working. In the extension manager, the extension was updated correctly. The TYPO3 version is correct. The upload folder is there. And last but not least, there is a small test form using the same mail engine as the front end. You can send you a test mail and can check if the Swift mailer works or not. So I think that is the main stuff for now, and in my next video I will show you some hidden features. Thank you and see you.